Hey guys, today I'm bringing you a video on the Vetements Raincoat and the Vetements brand as a whole, just because I know there might not be a lot of information out there on them, so I thought I'd touch upon them a little bit. But as you guys can see behind me, I managed to pick up 3 of the raincoats, and I know it was a hyped item over this past fall winter season, so I thought it'd be nice to bring you guys a detailed look. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy it and let's get into it. Kicking this video off, we have the 3 Vetements raincoats behind me, starting with 1, 2 and 3. The first one I picked up from Antonioli, the second one I got from Essence, and the third one I got from another Vetements retailer named Le Garçon. And I know you guys are probably wondering why I have 3 of the same jacket, but what happened was that I bought this one first in early January from Le Garçon, but that was only a pre-order, so I had to wait a good 3 or 4 months for that to finally come through. In that time of me waiting, I saw these 2 go on sale, so I decided to pick those ones up as well. But getting into the raincoats, I want to show you mine first, just because that's the one that I actually wear. As well as that, it's the original one with the length going up to the knees rather than the ankles, and I'll show you that in comparison to this jacket later on in the video, because they might look like the same jacket but they are different models. So yeah, getting into the jacket, as you guys can see, it has Vetements screen printed on the back in a basic white font, which is just a nice branding, and then on the front it has Vetements again screen printed on the left side of the chest, this time in a gold font. The whole jacket is 100% polyester and it acts like an outer shell, and I really like it in that sense because it's something you could just throw on top of an outfit to protect you from the rain. So in that sense it is really good. I wear it like a normal jacket and just layer it over a t-shirt or a hoodie, and I wear it most of the time with an all black outfit just because it gives off that dark gothic look anyway. Coming to the middle of it, it has 3 button closures with another zipper underneath them, and that's just to close it up of course. And then getting to the inside of it, it has a tape seam running all the way around it, and a lot of raincoats tend to have that feature just for added protection. Coming to the bottom of it, it has 2 exterior pockets, one on either side, and they run pretty deep, so that's nice. But as I said, it's just a jacket that acts like an outer shell, so it's pretty basic and straightforward, but I like it in that sense because it's easy to wear. The last piece of detailing on this jacket is the printed neck tag, which reads Vetements Pour Femme Outerwear ETE 2016 Pret-a-Porter, and in French that means Vetements Women's Outerwear Fall Winter 2016 ready to wear. Yes, this is a woman's jacket because when Vetements first began, it was strictly a women's wear brand and has only recently transitioned into menswear, with its first menswear collection being spring summer of 2016. Again, because the jacket is oversized, I feel it can only fit specific body proportions, and in my case it does work well. But the reason why I'm saying this is because I know a lot of people are getting the jacket tailored and making it look like a regular jacket. Now that's not something I recommend, because you're taking the jacket and destroying the look of it that the designer initially had for it. Pieces like this you're supposed to wear for the branding as well as the silhouette. I think it's okay to get the jacket tailored to your body measurements, and what I mean by that is so that the length isn't too long and it just about reaches your knees, or the sleeve length even, so it just about goes over the hand. But what I'm seeing is that a lot of people are getting it tailored so it fits like a regular jacket and a regular raincoat, and I don't agree with that, because when you see the Vetements branding, the last thing you're supposed to see is a regular fitting item. And yes, the jacket released in different colours, including this yellow one and a navy blue. I really like this shade of yellow, but I don't see myself wearing it as often as wearing the black one, just because that's more versatile. But now I'm saving this for next fall winter, just because it is getting warmer, so I can't wear that as often as I would want to. Again, very similar details even on the front with the gold font and then the white font on the back. And the only real difference is that this reads Homme on the neckline, so this is from the men's collection, but they are very much the same jacket, so either jacket could be worn by either gender. There's only one major difference between these 2 jackets, and that's the pull strings on the hood, as they both have a different type of plastic on the end. I kind of prefer the yellow ones because they look better, but it is very minor details, so it's not a big deal at all. And then on this yellow jacket, I still have the hang tag hanging on it because I'm yet to wear this, but I do plan to wear it soon enough. And as you guys can see, it just reads Vetements with Essence on the back because that's where I purchased it from. Getting to the final piece, we have the 3rd raincoat, which is the black version again, but this is the extra long version. It's the same as the other 2 jackets. The only difference, as mentioned, is the length of it, and this one reaches the ankles rather than the knees, and again that's way too long for me to wear. I think on a woman it would look fine because that length would suit a woman, because this is again from the women's collection. But as far as being on men, I wouldn't think it'd be the best suited. But one thing I have seen is that a few people have picked this one up, but what they've done is get this one tailored to the length of that jacket, and that's exactly what I mean by getting it tailored to your body measurements, because this again, it could be too long on anyone, and then you could just get it measured up to the length of those ones, and again that will still look right and still be fine with the jacket. The final bit of detailing on this is that it has a beak on the front of the hood which the other two models don't have, and as you guys can see, just an extra flap on the front of it. I have only one major problem with this jacket, and it was a big issue at the time, and I'll show you that now. But when you unzip this jacket, you can have a look on the inside. When you put your hands in the pockets literally just flap out, and that's how it's originally made. And I really didn't like that, because first of all, you couldn't wrap the jacket around your body, and secondly, it would fly around like a cape, which is not a good look to have. But of course, if I was going to dedicate to this jacket, I made sure to sort that issue out, and on my version I made sure to just get that sorted. And what I did was that on the inside there's another flap that's kind of connected to the zipper, and it allowed me to sew in the pockets to the side of the jacket, and now it works a lot more better. I didn't do the best of sewing jobs, but it does what it needs to do, and it holds up, and I'm sure it'll hold up for quite a while. It was a hard job to sew in, but I did manage to get it done, and now the jacket is much more wearable and much more bearable for me to wear. And again, the main benefit is that I can wrap it around my body and it doesn't fly around all over the place. So yeah, that's the Vetements raincoat. Vetements is a Parisian brand that was started back in 2014 by Demna Vassilier. It has a few designers behind it pushing the Vetements aesthetic, so it's not just Demna working on the brand. Vetements literally means clothing in French, which is where the title comes from, and it's a very direct and literal approach, and it's a nice approach as well, because it looks good, it sounds good, and it has a clean look to it. It is very much a luxurious brand with a sense of street style attached to it, but it's not considered a streetwear brand, but it definitely has influences within it. It's still a fairly new brand and has a little bit more traveling to do before it can be as big as it can be, but at this moment in time it is very much considered a hipster or a chic brand. It definitely has a bright future though, because it's pushing a modern look and a lot of people can resonate with it. As well as that, it already has a lot of celebrity cosigns, especially from this culture, with of course Kanye West already rocking it, and then others like Travis Scott, Rihanna, Tiger, A$AP Nast, and more, and it's only going to get bigger. The aesthetic of Vetements is already influencing these upcoming seasons of fashion with stuff like the exaggerated sleeve, and many designers already taking that and giving their own personal spin to it. And I'm not saying that Vetements were the first to do this, but they have very much made it a trend in this newer seasons of fashion, and as I said, a lot of mainstream designers and independent brands are taking this look and giving their own personal spin to it, and that's not a bad thing, because I like the Vetements look and I think it'll come out well. Also, the fact that Vetements is a French brand gives them an extra edge, because a lot of the time you don't see brands like this coming out of France, rather they're more chic and elegant, and brands like this commonly come out of areas like New York or London, so it's a push for French fashion. Their Fall Winter 16 show was very promising, and they had this graphic print grunge t-shirt in it that I really liked. And another piece that I really like is their cut up and different measured pieces, because they're different and they're stuff that you don't see a lot. You'll be seeing a lot more from Vetements in the future, especially in this culture, and as time goes on and they become more established, I'll definitely bring you guys a proper video on Vetements and Demna. But for the time being, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon.